Okay, let's jump right in today. We've got 4 really critical things happening that we need to cover.
That's right. We're looking at these reported attacks on federal law enforcement, President Trump's pretty firm line on reopening the country, and this whole political standstill with the Democrats.
Yeah, a lot to unpack. Plus, some exciting news later about how you can get involved in, well, fixing the discourse in America.
Exactly.
He has been pushing ICE agents and police. Another woman right in front. She was also pushing some of these officers.
Let's get straight into it, starting with these, frankly, disturbing reports about federal officers.
Okay, story 1. This is serious. We're hearing reports that law enforcement has allegedly been tracking someone specifically for, get this, pushing ICE agents and police.
Pushing them. I mean, it just stops you in your tracks, doesn't it?
It really does. And these reports, they paint a picture of agitators reportedly attacking federal officers who are just trying to do their jobs.
Right. Often in these incredibly chaotic border situations, it feels like a nut situation. These aren't just protesters. They're allegedly attacking law enforcement.
And you lay hands on a federal officer, there have to be immediate, severe consequences.
Oh, no question. Especially when there are heightened operations, trying to deport dangerous criminals. Our agents need protection. It's fundamental for national security, for order.
Speaking of order and maybe getting things straight,
Yeah.
we wanted to quickly mention something important.
Yeah, this fits right in. We're incredibly proud, actually, to support the Next Gen Business. Their mission is so vital right now.
It really is. They're working to, de-radicalize the extremes by sharing news from center, left, and right reporters, giving people the full picture.
Which we absolutely need. And look, if you're passionate about facts, about getting truthful reporting out there, you should really check out the free Become a Reporter challenge they offer.
It's a fantastic opportunity. You can team up with literally hundreds of successful reporters already making a difference. We strongly encourage you to look into it.
They're doing this because they have Trump derangement syndrome. I will only meet if they let the country open. They have to let the country open.
Okay, pivoting back to Washington, D.C. and this negotiation mess, story 2.
Right. President Trump reportedly set a very clear condition for meeting with Schumer and Jeffries.
Yeah, the message was apparently simple. I will only meet if they let the country open. The people want to go back to work. Pretty straightforward.
It is, and the report suggests this comes from a place of real frustration. The claim is that Democrats are just dragging their feet on reopening.
Deliberately. That's the feeling. And that it's crippling everyday Americans, people who desperately need to get back to their jobs,
Absolutely. So the picture painted here is President Trump standing firm. He's saying no to what are seen as unreasonable demands that came up after other negotiations failed. He wants a clean resolution focused on the workforce.
When we got the great big beautiful deal done, they lost that negotiation. Now they're saying, well, we want to get some of the things we lost. But
According to the reports, President Trump's take is that Democrats aren't negotiating because
they lost the negotiation already.
Exactly. When that big spending package, the one referred to as the One Big Beautiful Bill, got passed.
Okay, so let's unpack that. That bill funded a lot of government operations. The president's perspective, reportedly, is that Democrats are now trying to claw back things they already conceded.
That's the gist of it. Things like excessive foreign aid, certain radical policy pushes, stuff that critics, according to the reports, are calling very bad for our country.
Just wasteful spending, essentially.
That's the argument. And so Republicans feel they absolutely must hold the line here, protect economic stability against what they see as, frankly, bad faith tactics, trying to stuff the budget with things we don't need.
Which is quite the accusation.
I would say he would be the leader of the party. It's not Schumer. Schumer's shot. He's shot. This poor guy, I feel sorry for him. I've known him for a long time, but I think he's mentally...
The dynamics within the Democratic Party.
Yeah, President Trump's reported comments about Schumer they were sharp.
Calling him mentally gone and gonzo.
And attributing it to being beat up by young, radical lunatics. I mean, those are strong words.
Very strong. And the analysis presented in these reports that this points to internal chaos on their side. The claim is that Schumer is actually caving to pressure from the extreme left wing.
Right. And that this influence is what's derailing any productive talks, prolonging the shutdown, and ultimately hurting real people, real working families.
So the narrative is that these activists are demanding things that are just impossible, untenable concessions.
That's the alleged situation, that this internal pressure, this chaos, is the real roadblock to a resolution that would actually benefit the country. It makes you wonder who's really in charge over there.
It certainly raises questions. If you found this deep dive insightful and you appreciate us trying to bring clarity to these complex events,
then we just have one quick request. It really helps us continue doing this work.
Please take just a second to subscribe to the show, or if you're listening on a platform like Spotify, a quick rating goes a long way.
Every little bit helps us improve the discourse in this country and hopefully help future generations live in a better America.